everyone, Tones here. Welcome back. Today's class is a 60-minute class. It's a Vinyasa flow. Lots of twists and detoxifying twists and lots of just deep stretches for your hips. At the end, we slow down and take some really passive long holds as well to wind you down, bring you back into your center. And also with some words of positive affirmation, if you like. So let's get started. Find yourself in child's pose. Big toes touching, lots of space between your knees. And as you start to sink back towards your heels, allow yourself to rock a little side to side. And if there's any opening or movement that's needed in your hips to open them up, then take that movement, especially if it's first thing in the morning. It's first thing in the morning here in Adelaide. We're just coming into autumn, but it's still very hot. So it's a very hot and dry place is Adelaide. And then as you're ready, if you found enough opening in your body, in your hips, start to allow yourself to settle down into the floor. Allow your forehead to melt down into the mat. Maybe just rock your head a little side to side. Massage out any creases, any worries in your forehead. I always find that it's in my forehead that I keep all my worries. When I start to worry, my eyebrows lift and my forehead frowns. So by massaging that out, you're releasing any worries that you might have stored in your forehead. So as we journey through this practice together, you are the hero. You are the hero of your story. And so this journey, this story, this next amount of time together is your journey. This is all about you. This is all for you. You came here for you, not for me. So whatever it is you need in your body, if something needs to be altered or adjusted, then please just use your intuition and your inner guidance. We have it turned off a lot of the time because we're busy, and that's what society says we should do, that we should just get on with it. And in some ways I kind of believe that to be true a little bit. I don't like to get stuck in one place myself, but you've got to be acting from your own internal guidance, not what you're seeing outside is normal. What's outside is not normal for you. So we're just going to keep learning and listening, learning from ourselves, listening to ourselves. So with that said, take a nice deep breath in. And a big releasing exhale. 2 more like that. Big cleansing breath. Expand your lungs in all directions. Open them right up. Stretch them. And exhale. One more deep breath. And breathe out. Start to find a cadence of breath now that's even inhale to exhale. And if you can use Ujjayi breath, then please go ahead and start to activate that striction of the back of the throat. It almost sounds and feels like you're snoring, but your mouth is closed. So if you can create this cadence, this breath, I'll breathe like it a few times throughout class here and there. So I want you to feel that cadence of breath, like there's no real pause at the top or bottom. It's like this free-flowing, almost circular breath. Sounds something like this. And it's just this calming and soothing wave-like breath. As soon as I do it, I just feel calm and soothed. All right, just walk the hands over to the right side. Stretch through the left fingers a lot. And just really open up that left side of your body and take a deep breath into the left lung and rib cage. And then a complete breath out. Draw the belly in as you exhale. Nice. And then hands through the middle. And then hands over to the left side. And reach through the right fingers a lot. Open up the right side body and breathe into the right rib cage and lung. And breathe out. And let something go. Every time you exhale, releasing, letting something go. Come back through to the middle, stretch the arms forward, hold the floor with the fingertips and lift the wrists and the forearms and the elbows. Then try to wrap the triceps down, draw the upper arms towards the midline and claw them out with the fingertips. Take a deep breath in. And breath out. Nice. And then walk the hands back towards your knees, so they're just in front of your knees. And then as you inhale, round and peel your body up. Keep your hands on the floor. And on the exhale, change the shape of the spine. Arch your back and bring your chest down towards the floor. Again, inhale around and draw your body up. Straighten your arms. And exhale, change the shape of the body, the spine, and exhale, arch to come down. 3 more like that. Inhale, round to come up, like flowing breath, flowing body. And exhale, arch and come down. Inhale. Just waking up the spine and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And now as you inhale, round and come up. And then circle this left arm up and over and land it behind you. Exhale. And on the inhale, if you can, pick up the hips and sweep this right hand towards the back of the mat as well. And on the exhale, hips down, hands to the floor, arch and come down. Inhale, round and come up. Lift the right arm up and over, bring it to the floor behind you. Exhale. Inhale, hips up, left arm reaches back, open your chest, open your hips. And exhale, hips down and arch your spine as you come down to the floor. Inhale, round to come up. Circle this left arm up and over. Exhale, land it on the floor. Hips up, inhale, right arm towards the back of the room. Stretch open your chest. And exhale, hands to the floor, arch and come down. Inhale, round to come up. Right arm lifts up and over. Land it on the floor, exhale. Hips up, left arm draws back, inhale. Then exhale, hips down, hands to the floor, arch and come down. Just moving in different ways. Bring the right hand now to the floor on the right. And as you pick up the hips, you might even use a block here. I've got to mention that. You might even use a block underneath the right hand. And then so draw the right hand over to the right, and as you pick up the hips, reach the left hand just to the right for a side stretch. Then on the exhale, sweep the hands across the middle of the mat. Left hand to the floor or block on the left, and as you pick up the hips, reach this right hand over to the left, so getting a nice side stretch here. And exhale, hips down, sweep the hands through the middle. And the right hand to the right, inhale, left arm over to the right, stretch, and exhale, hips down, sweep through the middle, left hand to the left, inhale, right arm sweeps over to the left too, and exhale through the middle, Right hand to the side. Inhale, left hand sweeps across. And exhale, hips down, hands through the middle. Right hand sweeps across, inhale. And exhale, bring it down. You can move your blocks out the way if you have them. And then stretch the hands forward. So come back. Now bring the knees a little bit closer together so they're underneath the hips. And then stretch your arms forward. And on the inhale, round and peel your body forward. Come really far forward. And on the exhale, arch your spine. Tail leads you back to your heels. Inhale, round to come forward. And exhale, change it, arch your back and bring your hips to your heels. 3 more, inhale, round. And exhale, arch your back. Inhale, round. Come forward, forward, forward. And exhale, arch your back and come back to your heels. Now come forward into a tabletop position, knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. We'll turn the left fingers back. I always like to warm up the wrists and hands first because they always feel tight. They're always sort of like this. You've always got hands like this. So we want to try to work out that we actually can move our hand and wrist in other direction to keep the joint really mobile. Actually, there's a major chakra in our wrist too. So yeah, we want to keep it nice and open. So as we rock back, we want to bend the fingers back actually and lift up through the wrist and really get a nice deep, your depth of stretch through that left wrist, hand, forearm. And we'll turn the left fingers forward. We'll do the right hand, rock it forward and back. Breathe. So this whole practice is about tuning into your breath. And what is happening in your breath? How does it feel? Is it just shallow and short? Turn the right fingers forward. Now, if you can, turn both fingers back. If that's not okay for your wrist, keep the hands forwards. And on the inhale, arch your back, tailbone up, shoulders draw back. It's a little trickier with the hands back. And exhale, round. Push down through the hands, lift up through the spine. 3 more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Tailbone up and exhale. Really tuck it under. Good. And then come off the hands there. Bring the backs of the hands to the floor and the backs of the fingers together. And press the fingers together. So really press them together and sort of push down through the back of the hand in the floor. And then just lower the elbows. Breathe in. And then breathe out, lift the elbows and feel how that stretches through the top of the wrist there. And so just lift the elbows as high as it feels good. Take 1 more breath. Beautiful. All right, come off of that. Just bring your hands up. Just take some circles with your wrists. I like to bring them above my head. I'm not really sure why. I think it's because I kind of want to let the blood flow back down my arm. Just nice big circles, like really sort of mobilize the wrists and really make them move. Good. All right, hands to the floor. Grip the mat with the fingertips. Just a little more for the shoulders. Take some big shoulder rolls. Rolling them all the way up to the ears. Squeeze them back. Really kind of crunch them around into their sockets and feel your shoulder blades engage. The rhomboids at the back between your shoulder blades engage. Go both directions. And then walk the knees back a little bit more. Just let's move through the hips a little, roll them around. Just getting the body really nice and warmed up this morning. Or if it's evening for you, it's morning for me. Go back the other direction. Just as big or as small feels good for you. Good. All right, let's find our perfect downward dog by sitting back on your heels like you're in child's pose. So tailbone all the way back, really stretch it back. And then reach forward with your hands. Really stretch it out. And then breathe in, bring the body forward, keep the hands and the knees where they are. Exhale, tuck your toes from there, keep the feet where they are, and then bend the knees. Actually, keep the knees bent and push the hips back towards the heels, so it's like a turbo dog. Take another breath in here. And then lengthen your legs and feel your hips lift up. It's like they just went up the elevator. And keep your hands and your feet where they are, and you're in your perfect shaped downward dog for you. So based on your limb length, this is the perfect way to find the right distance between your hands and your feet. And then from here, I just want you to lift and lower your heels a few times, warming up and mobilizing your feet and your ankles, your calves even. Tuck your chin into your chest so that you're not trying to hold your head forward. And then feel your triceps wrap back. So triceps are these like backs of the arms. Rather than pointing out to the side, I want you to draw them back. And then bring the big toes to touch. On the inhale, extend the right leg up to the sky. So really stretch and push it away. And on the exhale, bend the knee and just bring the knee into the belly without coming forward. Inhale, send it back up. Take it higher this time. And exhale, bend the knee and bring the knee into the belly. One more time, reach it up higher this time. Engage the legs, stretch it, breathe in. Exhale, bend the knee, bring the knee into the belly, and then this time come forward into plank. Push the mat away with the hands. Really lift that knee right up into the chest and the belly. Take another breath in. And step forward between the hands. Stay in your runner's lunge, so stay high onto your back toes. Feel your chest reach forward. So you're just on your fingertips. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. And lift that left thigh higher. Now no gripping with the front toes. Press into the heel. One more breath. Breath out. And left hand on the floor. Inhale, right hand sweeps forward, up and around. And on the exhale, it sweeps down towards the floor and forward. So some nice big circles with this right arm with your breath. And then bring it up to the sky. Breathe in. And if you can, exhale, twist a little bit more. Draw your belly in, squeeze the right thigh to the midline. Breathe in. Breathe out, right hand to the floor and lengthen this front leg. And if you can, pull up on the toes, so you're flexing the foot. Now this time I want you to round into the knee. So round in, try to touch your forehead on the knee. If you need to create a bend in that front leg, absolutely go for it. Now foot lands, and on the inhale, pull the chest forward. Dig that back hip down, so you're really opening up. And on the exhale, hips up, toes up, and round into the right knee. So it's like we're going from a back bend, breathing in, to a rounded bend, and breathing out. Good, two more. And breathe out. Stretch through the back heel too. One more time. Breathe out. Good, and then bend. Breathe in, bring the chest forward, and breathe out. Left knee to the floor. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Peel and open, twist to the right. And on the exhale, reach the right fingers back as you bring your body up. So the spine is stacked. Now, head stacked over tail. Twist your body. Reach back through the right fingers. Good. Keep twisting. Press down through that right heel. Really spread across your wingspan. And then bring the hands into prayer. Twist a little more and breathe in, get taller. And on the breath out, twist. And if you like, lean out and over this right thigh. You can either hook the elbow outside of the thigh or just sit it on top. But bring the hands together and try to get the right elbow to go to the sky and left one towards the floor instead of on an angle like that. And then try to get the thumbs to the middle of the chest if that can be possible. You want to create a long spine here. Create space in your vertebrae. Try not to round into the right. Take one more breath. Good. Turn, bring the hands to the floor. Inhale, bring the chest forward again. And on the exhale, slide the hips back and pull back on the toes at the front there. Inhale, arch your back. And exhale, round into the knee. Keep pulling back on the right sitting bone. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round. Really curl in as much as you can. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round. Good. And then rebend that right knee. Slide the left knee to the outside of the right foot. So you're in this, I forget what it's called. Right foot's on the outside of the left thigh. And then turn to the right. Hug the right knee with the left elbow. And maybe hold hands. Inhale, lift your chest. Keep the right foot on the floor. And on the exhale, twist to the right. And so rather than leaning to the right, I want you to stay really upright. And really keep trying to lift, especially through your back ribs. Lots of twisting today. So as you breathe in, you get taller, lift up through your chest. And as you breathe out, twist a little more. Bring your chin all the way back and also bring your eyes all the way around to the right and to the other side of the mat. One more breath. Nice. Come back to center and put all the weight in that right foot. Standing splits from here. So send the left leg up to the sky. And rather than opening the hip all the way out to the left, see if you can keep the outer left thigh wrapping down and reach the top of the head towards the right toes. If you like, you can hug that right calf with the right arm. And keep lifting that left leg higher and stretching the top of the head down. Feel the right hip crease lift up. One more breath in. And left foot comes down to meet the right. Big toes touching. Sit down, chair pose. Pull the shins back. Reach the arms up. Breath in, reach. And breath out. Hands into prayer and bring them into the heart as you lower your hips down. Inhale. Reach up, lift up a little. And exhale. Hands into the chest, come down. Inhale, reach all the way up. And on the exhale, create a little back bend. Tuck your tailbone under, lift up through your chest. Keep the pinky edge of the hand connected as you reach the hands back. The back bend comes in the upper part of the spine, so keep lifting the chest. And it's like there's a pole coming across just underneath your shoulder blades. One more breath in. And breath out, forward fold, come all the way down, shifting the weight into the balls of the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands, walk or step, or jump to the back of the mat. Find plank pose. Plank pose has two options. There's knees on the floor or there's knees lifted. Press down through the hands, suck the belly into the spine. So really pull everything into the back of your body. Grip them up with the fingertips rather than sitting in the heel of the palm. Wrap your triceps back and squeeze your upper arms towards the midline. Then create a long neck. So really try to feel the top of the head reaching forwards. Feel the thighs lifting up. And then find downward dog from here. And on the inhale, round your spine, come forward into plank. And on the exhale, bend the knees, arch your back, hips back to the heels, turbo dog, and then lengthen your legs from there. So we're breaking it down a little bit here. Inhale, round, come forwards. Exhale, bend the knees, arch the back, hips up, hips into turbo dog, and then lengthen your legs. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, round and come forward. Bend knees, hips back, lengthen legs, tuck chin. One more time. Really round to come forward. Bend knees, arch back, hips up with lots of steps, lengthen the legs, tuck chin into chest. Inhale, left leg extends up to the sky. It's a big stretch back. Exhale, bend the knee, bring the knee into the belly without coming forward. Inhale, swing it up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, bring the knee into the belly. One more time, swing it up, really lift it higher. Exhale, bend the knee, bring the knee into the belly, and then come forward into your plank with the knee in the belly. Really lift it high. Another breath in. And exhale, step left foot between the hands. Runner's lunge from here. So high on your fingertips. Draw your belly in, chest comes forward. Reach back through the back leg. Right hand stays on the floor. Inhale. Left hand comes forward, up and around, big circles. Really stretch forward, open up, reach back. Open up your chest. Let's do one more. And then left hand to the floor. And then drop your hips down, pull your chest up. Really open the front of your body as you breathe in. And exhale, hips up and back. Pull up on the left toes and round into that left knee. Keep dragging the left heel back. Stay for another breath here. Hug your belly into your spine. And then bend, inhale. Bring your chest forward, open up. And exhale. Straighten that front leg-ish and round into it. Inhale, come forward, chest up. And exhale, lengthen the front leg. Curl your forehead to the knee. Inhale, forward. And exhale, round. We'll do one more. And exhale, pull back on the toes, pull back on the heel. Good, and then re-bend. Bring the right knee to the floor. Right hand to the floor. Inhale, left arm peels open, twist again to the left. And on the exhale, draw the left fingers back, right fingers forward. And you're in this twist. Draw your belly in, twist your rib cage. Really reach from right fingers to left fingers. Feel as though you're dragging that left heel back and the right hip forwards. Stretch and open. Lift through the back of the neck. Hands into prayer. Breathe in, get taller. Breathe out, twist a little more. And then lean out and over that left thigh. So you might either just have the elbow on top of the thigh or to the outside of it. Hands together, left elbow to the sky, right one toward the floor. Reach the top of the head towards the front of the room or the mat. And really twist and wring out through your core. Good, and then turn and frame that left foot. Inhale, bring your chest forwards. And exhale, draw your hips back, pull up on the left toes and round into the knee. Inhale, arch your back. And exhale, round your back. Try touch your forehead on your knee while pulling your belly up into your spine. 2 more. Inhale, arch your back. And exhale, round your back. Enjoy the movements. Smile on your crocodile. And 1 more. Good, and then rebend that left knee. Slide the right knee to the outside of the left foot. Come sit down. Just move here where you can see me in case you can't see what I've done. So the right knee is on the outside of the left foot. Left foot stays on the floor. Hug the left knee across you with the right elbow. Okay, so draw it across you. Keep the left hip on the floor. And as you breathe in, lift up through your chest. And as you breathe out, twist a little deeper. Keep chin tucked in. Bring your chin all the way back to that left shoulder and bring your eye gaze all the way around and past to the left. Keep lifting. Press the right knee down into the floor. Eyes are moving. You really want to stretch your eyes too. 1 more breath. Inhale back to center. And you keep that left foot on the floor. Stand on it and extend the right leg up to the sky. Standing splits. You can go in as deep as you like here. Reaching the chest down and the right toes up. You might hug the left calf with the left arm. But keep, rather than rounding into this one, I want you to feel the chest reaching down as the right leg lifts. Draw your belly in. 1 more breath. And then breath out. Right foot to the floor. Big toes touching. Sit down, shins back. Inhale, reach the arms up, chair pose. Reach up through the fingers. Feel the pinkies wrap in towards one another. Hands together, breathe in. And breathe out, hands into the chest, sink down. Weight is in the heels. Inhale, lift a little, stretch up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale. And this time, exhale, fold from here. Top of the head reaches down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands, walk or step to the back of the mat. Hips up to the sky, downward dog. Inhale around and come forwards. And exhale, just create that same movement as before, but a little more fluid. So we round to come forward, bend the knees, almost touch them on the floor, arch your back, hips to the heels, and then lengthen your legs. We'll do 1 more round forward, breathe in, bend the knees, hips back, lengthen the legs as we breathe out. Good, just lift and lower your heels a few times. And we'll take a couple of sun Bs. So Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, right leg to the sky with a variation. Exhale, bend the knee. This time, open the hip. Point the right toes around towards the left. Really lift that right knee high and square your shoulders. 1 more breath in. And exhale, knee to the chest as you come forward. Tiger cow. Step right foot between the hands. Back foot's at a 45. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Reach up through the fingers. Pull the right hip back. 1 more breath in. And exhale, hands to the floor. Right foot steps back. And now we'll take a Vinyasa or Chaturanga upward dog if you have it in your practice. Come forward on the toes. Lower halfway down. Slide through into an upward dog, rolling over your toes. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left toes extend. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Square the shoulders, pull the right hip to the middle. Another breath, lift that left knee higher. And on the exhale, tiger curl the left knee into the chest, push the mat away. Step forward between the hands, back foot to 45. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Draw the rib cage in, right chest more forward. Extend through the outer edge of the right foot. One more breath. And exhale, hands down, left foot steps back. Take a chaturanga or skip it. Rocking forward, halfway down. Slide through, upward dog, pull the chest forward and up. And downward dog from there. This time we'll go the other side first just to mix it up. Inhale, left leg, up, and exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, really open it, square the shoulders, breath in. And exhale, knee to the chest. Step forward between the hands. Make sure that left foot comes to the left a little. Back foot to 45. Rise up, warrior one. Draw the belly in. One more breath. Keep reaching through the outer edge of the back foot. Exhale, hands down. Left foot steps back. Lower straight into your chaturanga. Through to your upward dog as you breathe in. And exhale, downward dog as you breathe out. Inhale, right leg extends to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, really reach it back. Draw your belly in as you twist your hips, breathe in. Exhale, knee to the belly. Step forward between the hands. Take it wide on the mat. Warrior one back foot, so turn it 45 degrees. Inhale, rise up with your arms. Pull back on the right heel, one more breath. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right foot steps back. Either downward dog or a chaturanga to upward dog. In Vinyasa flow. Exhaling to your downward dog. Bring the feet about hip width apart. And on the inhale, lift the heels. And on the exhale, almost tap the knees to the floor. Inhale, lift them up, stay high on your toes. And exhale, knees almost tap to the floor. Inhale, lift up, draw your belly in. Exhale, knees almost tap to the floor. Inhale, lift up through your hips, and exhale, knees almost tap to the floor, and then we'll stay here. So just stay here and hover. The hands are a little in front of your shoulders. Stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend up and back. So you should have felt that in your quads. Inhale, roll forward into a plank. Lower the knees and lower the whole body down to the floor. I'm going to move this out of the way because it makes a really scrunchy sound on the floor. I'm going to try and put that somewhere that it won't go scrunchy. Bring your hands outside of your mat in line with your shoulders. Lift your elbows up, point your toes. Really tuck under with your tailbone so you're not using all lower back here. And on the inhale, round your spine and peel it up. And on the exhale, arch it to come back down. You might not feel a huge difference between the arching and the rounding, but just do your best to feel the change in shape. Inhale, round and peel up. Exhale, arch and come down. Inhale, round and peel up. Exhale, arch and come down. Inhale, round and peel up. Exhale, arch and come down. Nice. Reach your arms forward, thumbs up, palms facing one another. Bring your forehead to the mat. And on the inhale, lift the right arm and the left leg. And instead of rocking to one side, I want you to try and balance so the left hip is equally as heavy as the right one. And lower that right arm, left leg. Inhale, lift the left arm, right leg. Extend, really extend as you lift. Balance your two hips. One more breath. Breath out to come down. Tuck your tailbone. Inhale, lift your arms and your head and your shoulders. Extend forwards. Draw your belly in, press your toes down. And lower to come down. Tuck your tailbone, lift your belly. Inhale, lift your legs. Keep your legs drawing towards one another. Outer thighs wrapping down, inner thighs lifting. Draw your belly in, straighten your legs, breathe in. And breathe out and lower them down. Now let's try and do it all together. Inhale, lift both arms, both legs. Extend. Draw your belly in. And lower back down. Now we'll take a round of gosh, it's completely slipped from me. Vinyasa? Floor bow, anyway. So we're going to bend our knees, reach back, and if you can, take the outsides of the feet here. If you can't reach the feet, no problem. Just lift as we were before, but this time bring your hands back towards your feet with your palms down. But if you can, you'll bend your knees, reach, take the outsides of the feet. Take the feet just below the toes, and then walk the knees away from you so that you get a really nice long hip flexor. And then tuck your tailbone under so you're not using all lower back, and use your core, like draw your core in. Feel that engage. Pushing the knees away, draw the thighs towards one another, and then kick the feet back. So feel the feet, the shins move back, and then if that feels okay, lift the knees off of the floor. So keep lifting everything back and up. Relax your shoulders a little bit. Hold on to the feet with the hands, lift, draw your belly in. One more breath. And breath out, lower to come back down to the floor. Release your feet, roll your hips side to side. Bring your arms out wide like a T. And on the inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, bend that left knee and roll your hips so you're rolling on your right hip. Reach the left toes towards the right fingers and turn your head towards the right too. So really reach those right toes around, get a little twist. Keep the left chest on the floor. Roll back to center, extend the left leg and lower it down. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Bend the knee, reach the toes towards the left hand and look left. Keep the right chest on the floor as you twist. Roll onto that outer edge of the left hip. Roll back to center, extend the right leg and lower it down to the floor. Shimmy your hips side to side and then walk your hands back. And thumbs in line with the nipples. Inhale, lift into a little cobra. Push through the toes. Exhale. Inhale, lift a little higher. Pull the elbows back, lift the chest. Exhale. Inhale, lift a little higher again. And exhale, hips back to your heels. Stretch it out. Don't stay there for too long. Come back up. Now we're going to take a round of camel as well. So getting a few back bends into the class as well. Lots of twists, lots of back bends. All right, so we'll do a couple of rounds. So bring our thumbs to our lower back, just above our hips. And then I want you to feel what it's like to arch your back. So bring your tailbone back, shoulder blades back. Breathe in here. And on the exhale, tuck your tailbone under, like you're trying to round your lower back. So really tuck it under. You're trying to lift your hip bones up and then lift up through your chest. Really try to stretch your body apart, pull your rib cage up. And then if you can, start to push the hips forward and lean back. You can look back or you can look forward and still lean back. Whatever feels better. See if you can go a little further than you normally would if your back feels okay. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, come to sit on your heels. Let's take a round of Kapalabhati, skull shining breath, in between, and we'll do another round in a moment. Just to clean things out. So Kapalabhati is, the idea of it is, I think, to exhaust your lungs, get the stale oxygen out of your lungs. So what we do is we focus on short, sharp exhales, and as we exhale, we feel our belly pump in. So as the belly pumps in, it pushes the breath out. So we do it all through the nose, and the inhale is just kind of involuntary. It just kind of happens because once we push the breath out with the belly naturally pulls back out and sucks breath in. All right, so I'll show you just a little bit of it first. Take a breath in. I'm just showing you, actually. And breath out. Breathe in halfway. And then we pump the belly. So all of the breath release is coming from pumping the belly. It's it's like pushing it. It's almost like your dog panting, but with your mouth closed. All right, take a deep breath in. And breathe all the way out. Breathe in halfway. And let's go. Ten more. Complete exhale. Big inhale. And release through the mouth. All right, let's come up for another round of camels. Come high onto your knees. Now, either tuck your toes, or if you're proficient in camel, you can have your toes pointed. I will do toes pointed, but the heels will be closer to you if your toes are tucked. All right, so we might just bring our hands to our low back again. Inhale, arch the back. And exhale, it's rounded, that lower part. Then lift up through your chest and feel the back bend in the top half. And then see if your feet are somewhere close that you can reach them. You might need to lean back a little bit to find them. Thumbs go on the outside of the heel, and the hand runs across like the base of the heel. Okay, so the fingers are on the inside of the foot. And then rather than just sinking into the low back, tuck your tailbone under more, then press your hips forward, lift up through the chest. Maybe the head goes back. Hands to the lower back and slowly peel yourself up. Then bring your butt down to your heels. Come forward into knees together, child's pose. And then we're going to take a round of rabbit pose from here. It's always nice to finish a camel with a rabbit. So we'll bring our hands to our heels. And then we're going to try and round our spine as much as possible. So try and touch your forehead on your knees if you can. The forehead can come to the floor, the top of the head can come to the floor, crown of the head. But don't put all the weight on the crown of the head. So try and keep rounding and bunching in at the front of the body a lot. So you're actively doing that first. And then pull on the heels as you lift your hips up to the sky. Really squeeze the heels towards one another. Lift the hips up. Pull on the heels a lot. Keep drawing the hips up and forward. Good, and then sit down, round, and come up. Now, we haven't done a lot of hip openings this class. They've all been a lot of closed hips today with all the twists. So we're going to finish with a couple of slow poses, but we'll take our knees really wide. So turn sideways on the mat, and we'll take frog pose. Knees really wide, heels line up behind the knees, so it's not all the way in with the feet, and toes turn out. Bring your elbows to the floor and just rock a little forward and back. massage and sort of massage out, it's probably massage is what I'm looking for. Massage out through your groin and your inner thighs. And then press your hips back as far as feels good. Using your elbows, and just kind of relax into your hips and your groin when you get here. Breathe slowly in and slowly out. So really focus on your breath now. Really focus on releasing and letting go. And it's in these quiet moments that we start to realize how our thoughts are. This morning when I was in meditation, I was thinking, because I sit and meditate for about an hour every morning, and sometimes my thoughts are really, this morning I was thinking, God, they feel so sticky. Every time I would have a thought, I'd kind of get stuck to it, and it would just be going with it, where it was going, and then thinking, okay, cool. Take a break, step back from that, don't need to plan that just now, and then another one would come and I get stuck to that. So thoughts are like sticky. They're like sticky tape. You kind of get stuck to them. You think they're true. You think you've got to figure it all out in your mind. But often is the case that, well, they say that, how does it go? That you don't want to get it out of something the same way you got into it. So if we get ourselves into a pickle, almost always, if we're feeling bad, if we're feeling low confidence or low self-worth, or we're self-sabotaging and we're saying things to ourselves that aren't very nice. Sometimes we don't even realize we're doing it. We think that it's just the truth, that we are these things, but it's not the truth. It's just our mind and it's our conditioning. It's something we learned before we were conscious, between the age of 0 and 7 or before that even. So none of anything is true in our mind unless we continue to feed it and believe it. So I want you to just feel that. So as you sit here in frog pose, notice what's come through your mind. Is it, oh my God, my hips, when are we getting out of this? Or is it, oh yeah, I'm going to make this or that after this, and or I did this earlier and this happened and this meant this, and yeah. So notice all those things, and then just give yourself a break. Just give yourself some space between you and them thoughts. Unstick yourself a little bit. Okay, and then see if you can push your hips back a little bit more. And then we're just going to come forward. Let your hips almost sag. Keep your legs where they are, and feet out wide, knees out wide. And just kind of let, if you can, your hips sag down towards the mat as you come forward. They might not drop all the way to the mat. But you'll feel just a different sensation through your inner thigh, different part of it. So still elbows are supporting you here, and try to relax through your hips and your groin. And then bring your big toes to touch. Your knees are very wide, and you're going to come back into a really wide knee child's pose. So push your hips back using your arms. So push your arms forwards. Slow, steady breaths in and out here. So giving yourself some space between the thoughts to work out which ones you want to make real. We can continue feeding those negative ones, but the beautiful part about whenever you come to yoga, you get to undo some stuff. So we undo stuff in our body, and that does correlate with the rest of our energetic system. So our mind starts to slow down, become more conscious of what we're feeling, which is stuff we've been ignoring our whole life often. And then with that, then we start going deeper and we start learning. Maybe the teacher mentions, what are your thoughts thinking? And then we can start to change what we think. Change what we think about if it's not supporting us. And we all need work. Like, no one's at the point where they're not thinking bad things that are holding them back. I know I'm sure I'm not. And I'm always working on this. I'm always reprogramming. And what are your thoughts thinking? Are they helpful? Can you change them? Can you turn them around? Can you start believing something different? I know you can, because I'm doing it. Walk your hands back. And slide that right leg forward, come to lay on our backs. And we'll bring the right ankle to cross over the left knee. Bring the left knee in towards your left chest. Reach the right arm through the figure four and the left arm. Hand to the outside of the left thigh. You can hold on to the front or the back of that left knee or thigh. And then draw it in towards you. Just getting a little bit of hip openers, since we didn't do a lot throughout class. And relax into this. Let the back of the head relax down to the floor. We're now sinking into our relaxed poses. Where we're starting to really let go. And it becomes really nice and really easy to realize what we're thinking about and to just start thinking greater things. And even if you're at a place where you say nice things to yourself, then start expanding what you're thinking about. Start expanding and allow your mind to create things that you haven't done yet. Great things from this place of absolute confidence, absolute belief in yourself, that you are absolutely capable and it's absolutely possible for you to have $1 million. That's mine right now, by the way. Right, let's swap that out. Right foot to the floor, left ankle crosses over. Bring that right knee in towards you. Reach through the fig foot with the left arm. Right hand comes to the outside of that thigh. Bring that in towards you. And then feel that left knee almost push away a bit. Because you can have anything you want. If you have the internet and you're watching this video, then you have YouTube. And you can change your life. You can achieve anything by bringing your message into the world. And the world needs to hear you show up and see you show up in whatever way that is. It might not be on YouTube, it might not be here, it might be in another way. But I can assure you the world needs you to find your light, find your fire, your passion, and start sharing it with the world, because you are very special. All right, let's release that. And then just lengthen your legs along the mat, extend them out. Find a really comfortable alignment of your body. Bring your arms out beside your body if you like, and turn your palms up and kind of just like shake any stiffness out of your body, if it's in your back or your legs. And take a deep breath in. Really open and expand everything. Stretch your lungs, your beautiful heart. And exhale, release. Nice job. And now relax completely. Let go of all tension in your body. Allow your body to sink into the floor, into the earth, and make your imprint in the planet's structure and in its energetic field. You will be supported. If you take a leap of faith, you will be supported. Be afraid, but go anyway. Alright, settle, relax. Be here in the safety of this moment. Be here where it's calm. Be here where it's loving. And take a deep breath in. And stretch your lungs and your heart. Hold. Breathe out. Stretch your arms overhead. Stretch through your toes and your fingers. Stretch everything apart. Another deep breath. And relax as you breathe out. You're doing so good. Slide your feet up towards you. Bring your knees into your belly. Hug them or give them some circles. Massage your lower back if it feels tight. Relax your beautiful face. It's so beautiful. You're so beautiful. What if you said these things to yourself every morning? I'm so beautiful. Look at me. I'm so great in this world. Tell you what, the days I say that and that I'm really great at what I do and I really have a message to share with people and it's really important and they need to hear it. I'm just going to go and share it. I'm just going to be myself today. When I say those things and I believe it, it's a whole new day. It almost brings me to tears. So please say these things to yourself, believe them. All right, roll yourself up to sit. You can roll to the side or roll to the front, whatever you like. Come to sit up and then just lift up through your spine. And just feel the power and the strength inside of you. You really are a absolutely magical and powerful human. You just got to remember who you are. Bring your hands together, connect them in front of your heart chest there. And as you take a deep breath in, feel your heart light up, turn to fire and just rage.
You're on fire, and on the exhale, release whatever's holding you back, whatever those thoughts are. They're just thoughts, that's all. Good. All right, little bow. Thank you to this beautiful planet for being a beautiful, wonderful habitat, home for us. Sky, thank you for expanding us, and our souls for landing us. All right, I love you all. Namaste.